Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode here in NHL 21. So in last episode, we took on the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second round of the playoffs, and we actually managed to beat them for a change, winning in 5 games, and now we're back in the conference finals for the second straight season, this time against the 41-32-9, with an identical record actually to us, the Washington Capitals. So it's going to be a very interesting thing to see who gets into the finals, because both of these two teams are kind of cheese teams that managed to destroy some upper seeded teams, and now one of them is going to get a chance to play in the Stanley Cup Finals. As for the Western Conference, you got St. Louis and Vancouver. Vancouver had a really good season, but they still finished 5th in the West because of how strong the West was. And then St. Louis was another cheese team that made it into the playoffs with kind of a weird record like ours. So it's going to be very interesting to see who ends up winning the Stanley Cup out of these 4 teams. Obviously, the favorite would be Vancouver, but it might not happen. Who knows? But yeah, let's show you guys again the lines for the Washington Capitals. I did show you at the end of last episode, but I will show you again just in case. So as you can see, they have a pretty good forward core, especially this Ponikarovsky guy. He's over point per game in the playoffs so far with 18 points in 10 games. So I am a little bit scared of their top 6 and what it could do. They also do have a good young 18-year-old that they drafted recently that could be a very good difference maker for them, but overall wise, they have a good forward core, and they actually finished better than us in goals for during regular season, so it kind of makes sense to an extent, because I think they actually beat us in terms of offense to an extent. And then defensively, we're better than they are. They do have former defenseman Ville Heinola, who was with us last playoffs, and yeah, he has made a home there, it looks like, in the top 4. And then goaltending wise, I would say it's a little bit even though we do have a better backup, because obviously, they do have Wesley Keith, who looks like he has been a very good goalie for them so far. He had a .910 save percentage in the regular season, and then in the playoffs so far, he's been killing it. So I'm a little scared about Wesley Keith. If Howard Scott ever has to play, I'm not as scared about him, but he was a 7th rounder, so who knows? This guy can stop pucks too. But yeah, anyways, let's get into this conference finals appearance. Last year we got to the conference finals only to lose to New Jersey, so hopefully this year we could actually win the conference finals and then get to that Stanley Cup Finals against whoever it's going to be. And hopefully we can win the cup this year, because I really want to win a cup. I'm kind of pissed off that this team hasn't won yet. But let's see if we could manage to upset, well, not really upset Washington, but knock them out. They have an 8-2 record in this postseason, despite having a weird regular season record like us, while we are 8-1 so far in the playoffs. Let's get into this game 1 in Washington. I don't know why they have home ice, if it's because of ROW, but let's see what happens. First period and scoreless, I'll take that. I think the first 2 series, actually before this one, we've all had like scoreless opening periods, which is kind of nice. Shots are 13-8 in favor of us, so we are getting some opportunities, which is nice. We just haven't converted yet. Second period, we're down 3-1, of course. Of course, we're going to allow 3 goals in a row. Gustavo Nickel has not been very good this postseason, so I might have to turn to Punov's next game. Because Nickel has been pretty bad. I would say he's got like an 899 save percentage, but he allows a goal from Sonnenberg, Kachuk, and Polachek. We're outshooting them 27-16, and we're down by 2 goals, as McDavid has our only goal. Can we come back in this third, or am I going to have to go to Punov's for next game? I think I'm going to go to Punov's regardless, because, yeah, it's not been a good play. Oh, Punov's is in net now, of course. But, yeah, I think I'm going to go to Punov's for next game, because it seems like goaltending has been a little bit of an issue in these last few games that we've played. Brennan makes it 5-1. This is a horrible game 1. We had a scoreless first period, but then we have allowed 5 goals, and we on only 26 shots as well. We only scored 1 goal on 38. Not a good start. McDavid's only goal is from Alexandrov. But yeah, I think I'm going to resort to Punov's, and I'm going to make some changes to our lineup a little bit, just so we play better defensively, because we have been giving up a lot of goals since the Tampa Bay round. Because in Tampa Bay, we allowed 4 goals there, 4 goals there, 5 goals there, and then 3 goals there. And then this first game of the series, we've allowed 5 goals. So we've been kind of trending backwards in terms of our defensive play. So yeah, let's go to edit lines. It might be a little early to make some changes, but I think our team needs to do so. So we're going to go to our defensive core. Just check any minuses, which it might be Acker. Yeah, we could change Acker and Savonin around. I think. Yeah, we're going to try and change Acker and Savonin. Obviously, Stewart and Wall have been a very good combo for many years, so they're going to stay together. And then goaltending-wise, I have not been a fan of Gustavo Nichols so far for the postseason. He's won some games, but that .894 save percentage and 3.12 goals against is iffy, so we're going to go to Punos and see if he can get us some wins. If for some reason our defense still plays bad, we might throw in Bertuzzi into the lineup, but that is not the case yet. Like, I could always take Larson out because Larson is dropping due to morale. He's probably going to leave the team in the offseason, I would say, because of that, and he's going to want a decent amount of money. So, yeah, we're going to go with that, and I think that's it. Let me just make sure the forward core is okay, which it seems to be, except for that fourth line a little bit. But I don't think there's anything I could do to make it better. I could change Garrison and Alexandrov. Garrison's got 4 points, Alexandrov's got 4 points, so it's not that big of an issue. Yeah, I think I'll just go with that. Yeah, that's good. Even though it was only just game 1, we want to take this conference finals as serious as possible. And hopefully we could end up winning this next game in Washington. So here we go, game 2. On the road still. Let's see if we can tie this series, headed back home. First period, and we're down 2-0. Oh my god, Bunos. Our goaltending is the bane of our existence in the postseason. It seems like we can never find that one goaltender that actually simulates well. I mean, we are being outshot 15-9 after that first period, so we are allowing a lot more opportunities since those line changes. But 2 goals on 15 shots, I wouldn't say it's horrible for Punos, but he's outperforming the other goaltender, Nickel, but this offense needs to get going. Second period. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That was a big answer of a period for the boys. Dingman, Bullion, and Alexandrov score. We go up 3-2, but then Sonnenberg ties it up. So a good bounce back period for Punos, only allowing that 1 goal. It is still 3 goals on 24 shots, but we have 3 goals on 21 shots. Third period underway. Let's see if we can get the lead in this third period. Penalty kill early, and Sonnenberg scores a power play goal. Come on, Punos. This has not been a good defensive series, and our team has been horrible defensively this postseason, I would say. Since the first round, at least, and Ponikarovsky makes it 5-3. Damn, Washington seems like they've turned into an elite team despite having a similar record as us in the regular season. So we lose 5-3 in game 2 despite outshooting them 44-30. Our goaltending has been pretty horrific so far. And we lose again. We got to take advantage of our home ice now, because if we end up losing these next 2 games, we are screwed. Or at least if we lose 1 game of our next 2 games, we're screwed. We've allowed 10 goals in the last 2 games, 13 in our last 3, 18 in our last 4. I don't even know what the problem is. Let me take a look at the team stats. I'm kind of curious if it's been our plus, or not our plus minus, our penalty kill or what. Like, let's go to this postseason so far. So goals for per game. We are the second best offensive team behind Washington. Not a surprise. Goals against per game. Yeah, we're allowing a lot of goals. 3.27. Our power play has been really good this postseason. It's the best actually in the NHL at the moment. And in penalty kill wise, our penalty kill has not been good. Our penalty kill has not been good. So I'm going to address our penalty kill lines, I think. And then I think we'll go back to Nickel for next game just because he got 1 night off. It wasn't a really good game from Punos either. Yeah, Punos was trash that game as well. Why does goaltending always seem to bite me in the ass? Let's go to penalty kill. What do we want to do in terms of the penalty kill? Let's move Stewart up, move Acker down, move Savonin up, and then move Wall down. I don't know why Bullion's on the penalty kill, but I think I'll be okay with that. Let's try some random shit. Yeah, let's just try some random shit like that. I don't know why Dingman's playing there, but I will move him to the top unit. And then I'll try something like this. Just flop it around a little bit, and then, yeah, we're going to go back to Nickel for next game. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to also try Wong on the third line, even though that's a minus pairing. That way the, I could move Bullion to the top line since he's been scoring a lot more than Dingman. So we're going to try something like that for a change as well. Actually, we'll go back to that. I just want our offense to get going as best as possible. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, we'll go like that. We'll try McDavid on that second line, move Powell back down. We're just going to throw out some random adjustments just because this team needs to win 2 in a row, or else we're probably going to be done for in the conference finals again. To a team that's going to eventually lose the Stanley Cup Finals, probably, if they get there. So here we go, Game 3. We need to win 2 in a row. First period, and we're down 1-0. So a better defensive period, but we are still down by a goal, which is not good. Once again, it's Ponikarovsky, who probably has like 20-something points already in this playoff run for the Capitals. Shots are 12-7 in favor of Washington. Second period, we're up 3-2. Okay. McDavid with a natural hat trick. That's why I brought you in, McDavid. We were down 2-0, but Connor McDavid picks up 2 goals in 5 minutes, and then he picks up 1 late. 3 unanswered goals by Connor McDavid. Oh, thank God for that trade acquisition. Because if we didn't make that trade for McDavid, maybe we'll be still down 2-0 at this point. I don't even know. Third period, can we lock this one down? Connor McDavid has been the best player in this series for us so far. Come on, boys. I'm really surprised that Connor McDavid got a natural hat trick because Ponikarovsky ties it up. Screw you, Ponikarovsky. Come on, boys. This is a crucial game. This is a crucial game, and we're going to overtime. Shots are 30-24 in favor of Washington. The only player able to score for us tonight has been Connor McDavid. Can we win an OT, or are we going to go down 3-0 in this series and have to win 4 in a row to get to that Stanley Cup Finals? OT underway here in Detroit. And we're going to score. Let's go. And it's Wong of all people. Let's go. Oh, thank God, Wong. We move him to the third line, and he scores, and we win 4-3 in game number 3. Actually, we moved McDavid up as well, so that actually helped us out a lot. Yeah, those line adjustments helped our team win that game. So we'll definitely keep the lines the same. So McDavid from Kolymainen and DeKeyser, McDavid from DeKeyser and Nickel. So the goaltender got an assist. McDavid from Kolymainen and Dingman, and Wong from Garrison and Wall. Oh, thank God we won that. McDavid gets first star, Ponikarovsky to second star, and Wong to third. So we are back in this series. We do still need to win 1 to tie this game up, or not this game up, this series up. But we are back in the series for now. Hopefully we continue that into next game. Okay, let's get into game number 4. We have a 2-1 series lead for the Caps. We're down by 1. We're 9-3 in this postseason. The Caps are 10-3. We're going to keep the lines the same because it seems like McDavid with more ice time is just really good. First period of game 4, and it's scoreless. I'll take that. Shots are 12-8, so we are playing better defensively, and I really like to see that. Hopefully our offense can get going in this game, though. Hopefully McDavid can score another, like a natural hat trick or something. Second period, we're up 2-0. Let's go. Matthews and Hillis. Huge second period there. We're up 24-18 in shots. We're up 2-0 going into the third on that power play goal from Hillis. Let's see what happens here in this third period. Lock this one down, boys. Come on, boys. There you go. DeKeyser makes it 3-0. Let's go. Huge goal from DeKeyser. Power play opportunity. We don't score on it. This is definitely a good bounce back game from Gustavo. But those line changes definitely seem to be helping our team out a little bit. And we're going to win 3-0 in game number 4. And we have tied the series headed back to Washington. So despite dropping the first 2, we bounced back with 2 of our own. Thank God. Matthews from DeKeyser and Wall, Hills from Kolymainen and McDavid, and DeKeyser from Matthews and Bouillon. So yeah, Connor McDavid on the top 6. All of a sudden our team just does really good. And Nickel also picking up a shutout is really good to see because he was struggling for the first little while. Matthews gets second star with 2 points, and DeKeyser to third with 2 points. I think we have the momentum going into Game 5. Hopefully we can win 3 in a row. After that overtime win, we shut out them in Game 4. We have a 10-3 record this postseason. Washington's got a 10-4 record. And St. Louis and Vancouver are both tied at 2 apiece. Here we go, Game 5. Not going to change anything with the lines yet. Let's see if we could take our first lead of this series. First period, we're down by 1, not good. Isaac Lundestrom, of course, is a former player. Shots are 12 apiece in favor of both teams. Second period, we're down 2-0. Oh, this is not good. Come on, Gustavo. As Polacek makes it 2-0. We're being outshot 24-21. We need a strong third here, or else we're going to be on the brink of elimination. Come on, boys. 1 goal from Bouillon makes it a 1-goal game. And Matthews ties it up on the power play. Let's go into Kaiser. Oh, my God. This team comes back from a 2-0 deficit in the third to make it 3-2. Bouillon gets another power play goal to make it 4-2. This team is going to be 1 win away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Big scores to make it 5-2. Sonnenberg makes it 5-3. But that is going to be the final score. We are 1 win away from going to that Stanley Cup Finals appearance for the first time in this franchise mode. Oh my God, this playoff series has been really good though. Bouillon gets a goal unassisted. Matthews from Bouillon and Kolemainen. De Kaiser from Matthews and Stewart. Bouillon from Matthews and Dingman. And Biggs from Hobbs and Garrison. So our top line was dominant in that third period. And Bouillon's up to 10 goals in the postseason. He gets first star with 3 points. Matthews is second star, 3 points. And Polacek, who thought he had a game-winning goal potentially, has the third star. But we are 1 win away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals. It's about time. We need to win this next game. No, if we end up losing these next 2, I'm going to be heartbroken. But Vancouver is 1 win away from going to that Stanley Cup Finals as well. Then we know they are the best team out of these final 4 teams. Who is leading us in points going into this game so far. Matthews has gotten 19 points in 14 games. You'd love to see it. But here we go, Game 6. Can we head to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time? This would be the first time Detroit's been in the Cup Finals since 2009. We'll do a real-time simulation for this game and for Game 7 if there is one. Power play early, we don't score on it, but we are out shooting them badly, which is a good sign. But it also means that their goaltender is on his game so far, and Powell scores a power play goal. I don't think I've seen Powell score at all this playoffs. Maybe he scored 1 or 2, but he hasn't scored in a long time. And we are up 1-0 going into the second period, out shooting them 15-6. Let's go. Got to keep that up in the second period, boys. Second period, out shooting them by a lot of shots. We have 1 goal. Power play opportunity for Washington. They score right away on it. Ponikarovsky, not good. Come on, Gustavo. There you go. Matthews again, 20 points in the playoffs, and Kolemainen makes it 3-1. Let's go. Our top 2 centers coming up with some huge goals. We had a long power play opportunity, but we don't score on it. Final few minutes, and we are up 3-1 going into the third. We're out shooting them 32-13. Keith is doing all he can to keep his team in this game. Third period. Can we hold on and go to the Cup Finals? Come on, boys. I believe in you. This Cheese team is literally doing it all that they can. We're getting so many shots in this game. And it looks like for the first time in this franchise mode, your Detroit Red Wings are headed to the Stanley Cup Finals as Connor McDavid gets the empty netter. We finally get to a finals appearance, but will we win? If we end up losing in the Cup Finals, I don't even know if it's better than not making the playoffs. This team barely makes it into the postseason, and we're off to the finals. Let's go. So Powell is second to the playoffs, so he hasn't scored a lot, but at least he gets a goal there from Matthews and Dingman, and Matthews from Wall and De Kaiser, Kolemainen from McDavid and Dingman, and then McDavid from Dingman and Kolemainen. Man, our top 6 is phenomenal this postseason. We might not have been the best defensive team so far in the playoffs, but we've been very good offensively. So Matthews the first star at 2 points, Dingman the second star at 2 points, and 7 hits. Nicely done, Dingman. And Kolemainen gets third star with 2 points. But we're finally off to that Stanley Cup Finals, winning 4 straight games against the Caps. That overtime win was crucial, and we managed to go to the Cup Finals. St. Louis and Vancouver are off to a Game 7. Let's take a look at our player stats before we see who we're up against in the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh, thank God we're finally going to a finals appearance. It only took how many years? Like 15 seasons? So Matthews 21 points in 15 games, Kolemainen 14 points in 15 games, McDavid 12 points in 15 games. Man, Connor McDavid, his hat trick really helped us. I think he was the perfect acquisition for us. I was debating about bringing him in the offseason, but I decided to not get him, and then we ended up trading for him. And I think that worked out for us well so far. Powell 9 points in 15 games. Hobbs 4 points in 15 games. So pretty good from all of our forwards so far. Left wing wise, DeKaiser's got 16 points in 15 games, 8 goals, 8 assists. Hills has got 5 points and Wong's got 3 points. Wong is a -4, but I think he's on the penalty kill, so it kind of makes sense to an extent. Surprisingly, he has no penalty minutes as a grinder, which is a little weird. Right wing wise, Boyan's got 16 points, 10 of them are goals. Dingman 15 points, Garrison 6 points, and Alexandrov 5. Then defensively, Wall's got 15 points, and he's a +15 this postseason. Biggs and Stewart both have 7 points. Stewart's a +15 as well. Larson 5 points, Savonin 3 points, and Acker still has nothing. Oh, I love that pairing of Stewart and Wall. We definitely need to re-sign Stewart in the offseason, I think, even if it means letting go of Larson or Savonin or something like that. And then goaltending wise, looks like Gustavo Nickel had a great bounce back series to an extent, with a .909 save percentage now and a 2.7 goals against average, and he's 12-2. Punos was not good when we put him in, but if we need to, we could always put him in the finals. Okay, the question is, who are we facing in the Cup Finals? Is it Vancouver or St. Louis? It's going to be... Who is it going to be? It's going to be the St. Louis Blues. Let's go. We actually have home ice advantage going into this finals. So it's the battle of the two cheese teams for the Stanley Cup. Obviously, Detroit and St. Louis also have a pretty good history when you think about playoffs before, like Yzerman scoring on St. Louis and like all that type of stuff. This is a very interesting Stanley Cup. They finished 40-34-8. We finished 41-32-9. So I'm kind of surprised that both these teams got to the finals. Like, if we would have had to take on the Canucks, I would say it's a pretty tough task considering they were like the Ottawa Senators during the regular season, even though we did sweep the Sens. So let's take a look at what St. Louis looks like in terms of their roster, and then we'll also take a look at how they did during the regular season as well as their playoff stats so far, just because I'm kind of curious on all that stuff. And then next episode, we will actually have the Stanley Cup Finals. They do still have Kari Savonin, who I wanted to trade for many years ago, but we didn't end up. This guy's been a phenomenal goal scorer for them. 592 goals in his career, and he's coming off 3 straight 50-goal seasons. We definitely got to watch out for Kari Savonin. He's also been really good this postseason so far. And then they also have Nick Robertson, who's been with them for a while, looks like as well. Yeah, last 3 seasons. He's been really good in the playoffs. They also have Owen Tippett, who I think was with Florida still last year. Yeah, he was with Florida when we got eliminated in the conference finals, actually. Yeah, we played them in the second round and we beat them, so. Second line, they have Dylan Nolan. Are you kidding me? Dylan Nolan was with us last year. We let him go. He signs with them where he has 47 points. Of course, we have to play another former player. They also have Joel Eriksson Ek and Jake DeBrusk. I'm not really a fan of some of their depth on this team. Third line, they have Cesar Boisclair, who was with Tampa Bay. I remember him, I think, from then. We also have Cody Langdon and Nolan Patrick at 36. He's dropped off a lot. Fourth line-wise, they have Harvey Jenner, who we traded for when we made that trade with the New York Islanders way back. And he's now a St. Louis Blue. This is his first season there. Still a liability in terms of his defensive play, but he's had a good postseason. They also have Wade Boyd and Miles Walker. Overall-wise, I don't know what to make of their forward core. Obviously, Savonin's the guy we need to shut down, though. And then defensively, oh yeah, they have Igor Kondratyov. Yikes. This guy's a very good offensive defenseman. He had a rough season this year by comparison to last, but yeah, this guy's really good. They also have Jamie Drysdale, who they didn't draft it. He was with Anaheim. What a surprise. Top four-wise, they have Giovanni Valadi. It's kind of a weak player to have there, though. And Lorenzo Tkachuk. It's kind of interesting that Tkachuk playing in St. Louis. And then top six-wise, they have Todd Reese and Mikko Kokkonen. So, overall-wise, we got to just shut down Kondratyov, Drysdale, Savonin, probably their top 6. And then I think we have a chance, maybe. Oh, goalie-wise, they have Jalen Ritchie. Jalen Ritchie was with the New Jersey Devils a couple seasons ago. We didn't play him in the playoffs, but he's been in St. Louis for this 1 year only so far, and he is killing it this postseason. So we're going against a hot goaltender when we don't have a good goaltender, so it's going to be a little bit tough to beat Jalen Ritchie. And then they also have Lucas Vandenbush. So they beat us goalie-wise, and I would say forward-wise to an extent is kind of even. And then defensively, I would say we have the upper hand, so it's going to be an interesting series. They also have Bjorn Fott, Stalbitz, and Milano as depth. Let's take a look at how they did during the regular season in terms of like goals for and all that, and then we'll also take a look at their player stats in the playoffs so far, just so we can kind of get as acquainted with them as possible for that Stanley Cup Finals. So if we look at the standings, let's actually just go by all teams, because we finished probably close in the standings but via all teams, right? Actually, no, they were the worst team that made it into the playoffs. That kind of scares me. So 3.13 goals for per game in the regular season. Well, for us, we scored 2.83, so they're better offensively than us. They allowed 2.87 goals against per game. We allowed 2.84, so we're a little bit better defensively. They had a better power play, 20.5% as opposed to 19.3. And then penalty kill wise, we are better than them with an 81.9 as opposed to a 77.2. What about their team stats for the playoffs so far? Are they doing good at like the power play and all that sort of stuff? So we obviously know they are the second best team in terms of that. Goals for, though, wise, they are very good offensively, not as good as offensively as us so far, but they have been the best defensive team in the postseason. So we got to manage to score on that hot goaltender of theirs for sure. Power play wise, they are struggling on the power play, so hopefully our penalty kill could do pretty good against them. And their penalty kill percentage has been really good, so yeah, they've just been a really good defensive team in this postseason, it seems like, for the most part. And wait, did it say they were 8-1 on home ice? Yeah, they're 8-1 on home ice, but 4-6 on the road, so winning in St. Louis is going to be tough, and hopefully we can take advantage of that home ice advantage we have in this finals appearance. Let's take a quick look at their player stats so far in this postseason, and then that'll be it for this episode. Just because I'm kind of curious on who's leading them. So yeah, Savonin, Robertson, Tippett, Boyclair, Drysdale, Nolan. They actually have a lot of good offensive stats so far as well in this postseason. Like, their worst player is Reese with 1 assist, but he's a +9. Like, they don't really have that much minus players. Only 3 minus players on the team. And then their goaltending, as I said, was really good. Yeah, Jalen Ritchie's been really good for them. And then Vandenbush played, looks like, part of one game. Wait, 4, 8, 12. Yeah, he's played part of one game. He only made 5 saves in 14 minutes. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. So we finally got to a Stanley Cup Finals. And I am very scared for next episode because St. Louis looks like they could be one of those cheese teams that go on and win a Stanley Cup. But then again, we were a little bit of a cheese team ourselves getting to that Stanley Cup Finals as well. So anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. And I'll see you guys next time.